was conscious, then she fell out of consciousness inside of the ambo.
I love you, Candace.
Don't worry.
I'll get you a key to my trailer.
Hey, we're
right?
at the hospital if you want
You
to
know
pick us
what?
up.
I would appreciate that, honestly.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, you might fit in pretty well at the trailer park now.
I was with Pred and then suddenly
like I
this
didn't
happened.
before.
Well, before you kind of looked like a really attractive woman, like hanging out at the trailer park because it's hip. But now, everyone will be like, "Oh, she's over there. She's smoking
Witness?
Newports. She looks awful. She's meant to be in this trailer park. Hey, ma'am, you want to buy some drugs?"
Well, I would probably say yes.
God damn it, I'll be a witness.
What?
No drugs.
I've already got morphine.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna grab a cab. There's one across the street. I'll see you guys up
yeah,
there. I'm gonna grab a pair of
Brooklyn's
keys
on the
as
way
well.
with a fan. Yeah. Hey, Brooklyn.
Hey.
Hey, Brooklyn.
How are you?
How do I look?
How you feeling? Nice. I mean, just because you know you have some burns doesn't make you look any less than you did before.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
In pain.
Sorry. Did they give anything?
Yeah, I've got morphine.
Okay.
Baker, what are you doing here?
Oh!
I got a text message from a doctor saying to come that you needed a ride, possibly. Am I not allowed to care? I do care about you. And I have strong feelings for you.
Yeah. Okay.
It might seem different for my actions. Just I don't know how to handle how I feel right now. There's part of me that wants you and there's part of me that wants her. I just need to figure out what part wants which one more.
You are hot as fuck. Okay. And I'm not gonna say no if you decide you want me. But there won't be any love in it anymore for me. So I hope that makes your choice easier.
You're like a drug that I can't put down.
I'm a drug.
No, not like that, but you're like, you know how people get addicted? Like, that's what you are to me. And I just want more and more and more.
I'm a drug.
Yes.
I'm a poisonous fruit. I'm a whatever the fuck metaphor you want to bring up again. Look, I'm so fucking sick of being a metaphor, an analogy, or whatever the fuck everyone's been calling me, okay? Because I'm a real human being. I'm a person. I'm a human with fucking feelings. I'm sick of being whatever metaphor you fucking want me to be.
What do you want from me or anything? This.
I just want to live my fucking life, okay? I want to be happy, be alive. And as I said, you know, the offer is still there to go on that ride with me. You know, if we go upstairs now, I would still fuck you right there. As I said, the love wouldn't be there. But I would still do it. So if you want to do that, then sure. If not, then kick rocks, Brooklyn.
You okay?
I got burnt in a fire. I lost a tooth. I've got seatbelt bruises on my chest. I have my torso is burnt. My hands are burnt. I'm kind of fucked up, but you know, we live in. At least I had a good time, right?
Did Baker do this to you?
No. No, she didn't.
I'm sorry. Was this an accident?
I drank a lot. I drove a lot.
Okay.
I had a great time, honestly. I mean, I had a great time.
Well, you know what? You're beautiful.
Thanks. You don't need to choke on your words. I know it's not that great.
Well, look, the same way as Lulu broke her nose, right? You can always have surgery eventually when it's healed.
Yep. Well, that's why I'm on duty, I guess. Trying to get some money, right?
How much do you need?
Don't know
You can
yet.
give me a quote.
I'll have to ask the
Maybe
doctor.
we can. Well, maybe as soon as you find out, we can do a little fundraiser like we did for the car wash.
Yeah, and you know what we can call it? Love doesn't exist. It's a good one, right?
Honey, let me tell you, love is a very fickle thing, and people think they know what love is. Really, it's just lust.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Definitely heard that
Yeah.
one before.
Right, see you
Well-
later, ladies.
Oh, goodbye.
If you need a ride, give BJ a call. Totally real.
Listen, if you
taxi.
get
Will do.
an idea, we'll try and organize something. Okay. If you get an idea of how much it'll be, all right?
Thanks. I appreciate that. Maybe you're not so bad,
I
eh?
know no, I'm not bad, but I know some people who are bad.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
Damn it! Does Fred know about this?
Oh, yeah, he's given me a key to his trailer park. He even cleaned up my
Oh,
bandages.
that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, at least he's looking after you. Jesus Christ! I didn't think Fred would do that. He actually did that.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet of him. Oh, there you go. You see. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you in peace, okay, darling. If you need anything, give me a call, okay?
Yeah, all right, we'll
Right.
do. Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right,
No
thanks.
worries. Okay, Candice.
I should have chosen him, Nova. Should have chosen him.
You probably should have.
Mm.
But you know, I believe you'll be beautiful again. You already are.
Thanks.
You already are.
Okay.
I'm heading out on break over there at the burger shop to get some food. You want any?
I just went and bought some. I appreciate you, though.
All
Yeah,
right
they
now.
need- Hey, they need a driver's license and a taxi license. If you don't have either of those,
Okay.
get the vehicle towed.
Should you be?
I am juiced on beer and morphine.
But should you be?
I'll be fine.
Candace, I'm worried about you.
I'll be fine. Look, I'm surviving.
Well, I'm glad about that, honestly, because I would miss you if you weren't.
Mm. Yeah.
Brad, I'm gonna hire him
That's
to
mine
see
right
for
there.
Security. You wanna be his reference?
The one behind us. Oh yeah.
Right here.
Hey, I'm gonna
Uh.
speak to June at the Parker later today. Or Stereo.
Wow.
See? I have my
Yeah.
sign up.
Cool. Mine's that one with Fred.
Oh, you're sleeping with Fred.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. He's just giving me
bet that-
place and yeah.
Oh, you're not sleeping.
I
with
mean,
them,
we
you're just-
might. Yeah, we might do. He cleaned my
Oh, okay,
bandages
okay.
for me.
Well, that's sweet. Honestly, I'm happy for you. Listen, you do you, and I'm proud of you. Your king is on his way.
Hey, Candace, I'll be right back. Or do you want to come with? Are you hanging out with Baker?
Yeah, I don't mind. Where you going?
I was just going to go down the road real quick.
Okay, you go. I'll be
There's
here.
something I want to look at.
Go for it.
But you know something? Hey, who's my special lady?
Me.
Hey, who's my special lady, huh?
Me.
That's right. That's right. Hold on. That's right.
I'm not, by the way.
You're not what?
I'm not sleeping with him. It's just nice to have company.
Well, if you ever get lonely, you can come, you know, in there. But just to sleep.
Just to sleep.
Yeah. My door is always open.
Okay. Wow. I'm good. I've got.
I'm just saying, you know, if you feel like you don't want to be there, you can always, you know, my door's always open.
Okay.
You know, just because, you know, whatever happened doesn't mean that I still don't care about you, because I do. I still care about you the same way I cared about you before. It's not going to change, I don't think. I want it to, but I don't. Actually, I don't even know if I want it to be honest. But it's just right now, I'm not good for either of you.
You're either lying or you are unlike everyone else, which honestly hurts me more because you're not mine. So yeah, it's a lose-lose situation, really.
What do you mean I'm not yours?
You know what I mean.
You don't want love, Candace. You literally said that to me in the red garage.
Doesn't mean I still don't want you.
You make it so fucking hard.
Yeah,
Oh, you were so bad. Actually, I don't even think you're a good girl anymore.
you know, yeah, I'm not sure I am either.
I think you've turned into a bad girl, honestly. I really do, and I kind of think I like the bad side more. Oh God, did I? Oh, let me shut up.
But yeah, don't worry, I'm not sleeping with him.
I don't really care if you do, because again, I'm not yours.
Yeah.
There you go. See, like it's our best seat right here. Hello, I'm Aaron, and this is our meeting.
Right there.
Oh.
Also, Candace,
Wow.
I want to say something. I heard something from Baker the other day. Are you guys fucking or something? Cause she came to us and asked some questions, and then she had to get a lie detector test for Lana or something. As her girlfriend, right, or ex-girlfriend or something. She broke up with her. So
She wanted a lie detector test.
yeah, so me, Harold, and Jim did one to her, and she said that she was like hooking you up.
Yep. Yep, she was.
Are you guys having like the sex or like just the hugs?
You know, we would be, but no, we're not.
Okay, you're not having the sex. Okay, got it. So that's good.
No.
I mean, you shouldn't. All right. Well, yeah, I think she wants to get back together with her ex. That's why she said that she needed a lie detector test, and then she said that she didn't have any feelings for you, and that came back positive as like a truth. So she wasn't lying with that. So I feel bad for you. I'm sorry, Ken. Sorry. You seem like you had a really rough week.
You said she didn't have any feelings for me and it came back positive.
Yeah, she said that she was like in love with Lana, not you.
Interesting. Thanks, Ina. Appreciate that.
Listen, Candace, I'll give you her number because you need like a pick-me-up or something. I feel kind of bad for you, you know?
I'm fine. Look, I've got beer, morphine. I'm good to go.
Can you mix those? Are you sure you should mix those?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry.
All right.
Everybody take a look at Candace back there. She's recovering from horrible injuries.
Oh my God. You don't
and
have to do this.
she needs us to support her through the, you know, she used to be a beautiful woman, but now she's a burn victim, and we have to treat her with respect.
Yeah, pretty much the whole regular LSSD and Randy Wrangler cadet. Also,
Wait, what
Miss
did we
Sally
do with
Bishop.
the LSSD? Wait, what did we do?
Yeah, you arrested me again. Also tried to get me arrested for obstruction of justice. Again.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Your
You
tattoos
know
are
what?
you're a bit more tasteful than mine, I think.
I'm taking it in. I'm taking it in.
Mine are more like
Honestly,
random acts of
I
graffiti.
admire that. That took me aback slightly. Oh my god. Like, okay, look, I may not have any, but I'm always down to put foreign substances in my body. They were like started holding each other's hands, and then they like leaned in, and they started kissing, and I was like, oh
my god.
I know. I mean, they're just like, oh yeah, this is exactly what they were
that's
doing.
what they were doing?
Yeah,
Right, where they're looking into each other's eyes like this.
Oh
and
yeah,
just,
they
like,
were, and
just
they
really
were just
taking
like,
in how beautiful they were.
They didn't stop.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're fantastic guys. I feel so much closer to you now. Like we could really take on the world.
I
You
really
know?
think so too. I think
Absolutely.
we're gonna be a great team.
Great team.
2 besties.
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 The best of besties.
The best.
Oh, fuck, I was gone for like 2 minutes, girls.
Oh, we were just recreating something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
well,
it's
good for
nothing more
you.
than that. It's just 2 besties. Yeah.
You
Hey,
just
Candace.
waste a bunch of money.
No, not at all.
Oh. Hey.
I think it's a good investment.
I get it. I get it. Fuck love. I get it. I really, I really do. You're so real for that, baby.
Yeah.
And hey, you still look good, by the way. I know you don't feel it, but trust me, you still look good. You're pretty on the
You think
inside.
so?
I think so. And pretty on the outside.
Well,
You didn't pay him too, did you?
I appreciate it. I was honestly trying to call you recently. I thought maybe you would have been a good
'cause I
person
paid
to
him
have
for everything. I covered it.
Do you
some
want my number?
advice from. I got it from the
say no?
MBW.
Okay.
Not my problem.
Yeah, yeah. Call me. Just text me. And, yeah,
Jared
I'll do
ain't
that.
Jericho ain't
Anytime.
gonna do cop much longer.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. No worries.
Yeah, Jericho.
Bye, Candace.
Goodbye.
Wait, before you start, I want you to know, like, I'm not mad at you at all. Not that you'd care or give a shit at all, but this, I don't blame you for any of the things she did. So feel free to be as honest as you like. It's not gonna bother me.
I was in ICU for a couple of days. Got out this morning, obviously feeling a little bit rough. And I had a lot of time while in ICU to think about all of the events of the last week. So I kind of just want to like lay it all out here. And if Brooklyn hasn't been completely truthful and honest, then great. You guys could just go and you can live happily ever after, and I'll just keep drinking and drugging myself into oblivion. That's fine by me. But if she hasn't been truthful with you, then at least you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, you said you love her.
Yeah.
Did she ever say that back?
Not till today.
Not till today.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'll go from the beginning and tell you how it led up to that. So on the first day, I was riding with the assistant chief, and we saved Brooklyn's life from a crazy guy with a bat. And that was kind of my first introduction. Later that day, she was waiting for interviews, and we were just talking. And she told me about 2 girls, 1 cab. And she asked if I wanted to join without any provocation from me. And I was like, hell yeah, I mean, you didn't meet me before. I'm a little bit more subdued than I was then. And I obviously would have been like, hell yeah, like that sounds great. For reference, I've done TikTok. I've given it up now because obviously look at my face. But I thought it would be good content. So I was like, yeah, I'd love to. And then at the end of the day, we went out on duty for a bit. We just did some cop work. Nothing really happened. I asked for her number before I went to sleep, and she gave it and said, you know, yeah, how else are we going to do, you know, 3 girls, 1 cab. It was fine. Normal. The next day is kind of where it went a bit crazy. So, the next day, I wake up. I've been sleeping in the station at this point, and I met up with Baker. And I didn't really meet up. I just saw her in the cells, and she said, you know, you want to ride together? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I think I should give you a preface to this too, of that. I didn't realize I liked women before this. I've been straight my whole life up until now. I realize now I mistook the feeling of intimidation and admiration. The feeling of liking women as intimidation and admiration.
Yeah.
When it was something more than that. So then, you know, Brooklyn and I, we're talking, and we kind of start the shift by being like, you know, we're best friends. We would run into a hatchet for, like, each other, you know. And I think I was probably being a bit flirty without realizing, you know, as well. So it was a little bit like, you know, we would save each other. Yeah.
It's both your natures, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So then she starts out with some crazy shit, saying like she loves pillows because they give her a head every night. I was a little bit taken aback. Okay, I'm normally pretty in control of myself, and this was a lot. And so that led me to tell her, you know, how I'm straight and I'm not really into that or whatever. And then I was asking questions because I was kind of curious. I didn't really realize what was going on for the longest time. I've asked a few people, not only her. And then when I asked her, I asked her, you know, how's the sex? How do you do it? I mean, I wanted to know. Obviously, I've seen videos, but it's kind of different to hear it from someone themselves. So she then gets on the ground and starts like looking a bit like a rabbit and saying, this is how you give head, and proceeds to kind of like show me. And I was like taken aback, right? Like, oh, okay. So then I tell her about my OnlyPals account, which is like an NSFW account.
Right, yeah.
Where I like take
I
pictures.
sell feet pics on there.
Amazing. See, great. You know exactly what it's like then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really good business, by the way. I've got someone subbing recently. Just side note. But, yeah, so then I tell her about that, and she says, oh, like, I should subscribe. And she says how she wants to be a VIP subscriber. And obviously I'm entertaining it, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know, you can be the top tier if you really want. And so yeah, after I've, you know, said how I'm straight, I'm not really into women, she kind of then proceeds to ask me some questions, right? Kind of forcing it out of me a little bit, and saying like, if a woman said to you about getting a coffee, what would you say? And I was like, you know, I would go as best friends, still in denial, obviously. And then she proceeds to tell me how, like, you know, best friends can kiss and best friends can, and she said, I think she said something like, it's called friends with benefits. And I'm starting to flirt back then. And I'm saying, you know, I mean, so then that means that we could, you know, kiss platonically. And she said, actually at that point, she said, no, I think my girlfriend would kill me. But then immediately after, she hugs me. And then she hugs me again, but a little more.
Mm-hmm. Was that the one where neither of you were wearing shirts, or?
No, that's later.
Okay.
Yep, that's a little bit later. So
Had she never told me about this moment? That's nice.
starting to feel things, and I guess realizing at that point that maybe I wasn't as straight as I thought I was. Realized, you know, how it kind of feels to hug another woman. It's different. Okay, it's something that I haven't felt before. So obviously at that point I'm panicking slightly. And then we go out on duty, and we you know, we do our job and all that kind of stuff. I will say we kind of just generically flirted all day. We were speaking in, you know, coffee euphemisms, how I like mine with my cream and she likes hers dark, and how they'll mix together, and things like that. I also fell out the car, so she put ice on my butt cheek while I was in the hospital. And then the day kind of goes on. And and it gets to like the meeting time. We go to the meeting, and then she says, I think we need to talk because we've kind of been flirting all day, right? And so we then go to the clothing store, and that's the Gooners after the meeting. I'm going crazy thinking, fuck, I think I like women too. And so we go in there, and she shows me all of her outfits, and then she shows me one with booty shorts. She takes her top off and lap dances all over me while I'm in the chair. I was a bit stun-locked. I didn't know what to do. It was kind of overwhelming at the time. But we carry on, we move. I then show her some of my own fits, my own outfits. I didn't have too many at that time. And then I will admit I did twerk at her a little bit with one of my outfits on. I felt cute, you know, so
Of course.
yeah. And then she told me that I would look good without the uniform. So I took my top off and told her how I thought, well, okay, so is it weird if I show you how it was?
Nah, just go for it. I feel like I need to understand.
Yeah, so I can't really take my top off right now because
don't. That's fine.
I'm kind of like burnt. But like this was kind of how it was with
Okay, this is kind of how I figured.
Yeah, and then we didn't have tops on, obviously, so it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite close.
Mhm. Yeah.
You have really pretty eyes, by the way.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, anyway, she says, I know. Okay. Okay, so, anyway.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So you had a moment.
Yeah, a moment of many. I'm gonna be honest, there was a lot. I couldn't breathe a lot of the day. I was overwhelmed. I felt myself falling for her all day, okay? And I'm sorry, and I feel bad saying that, but I just, yeah, I was trying to figure out how I felt. This was my coming out. It was a tough day for me. I know.
Look, I know. Yeah, when it happens, it comes on strong and fast, and it's a emotional whirlwind. I've been there.
Yeah.
I get it.
It was just a lot. And so after we hugged, it was quite quiet, and it was intense. Okay, the whole day was pretty intense. And then I tell her that it was a lot, and I tell her that I didn't realize I wasn't completely straight, and this has been a lot that she's been like coming on to me all day, and I've obviously been reciprocating it, and it's making me feel like all different kind of things. And then a green-haired therapist lady comes into the changing room. And then Baker's like, can you help us? Can you like help us? You know, we're kind of struggling here of like what to do. And so she then talks a little bit, and then Baker suddenly says, look, Candace, if you want me to sit on your face, then just tell me. Oh, and I tell you, I wanted to say yes, but it was all just too much at that point. So I got up and I walked out to the car, and I said, I need some air and some space. I tell you, I was gonna go to her apartment that night. I was going to, but I needed some time to think and figure out like who I was and how I was feeling. And so I'd obviously been hurt that day, and so then Brooklyn carries me inside, and then Sally sees us inside. Sorry, we're at the police station at this point. Sally sees us and is kind of like sus, you know. She sees that we're a little bit close, and I'm kind of blushing in her arms, you know. I mean, yeah. And so then I guess the day kind of ends where I said, okay, you're gonna hate me from now on, I think, but I'm gonna be completely honest. As I said, I've got nothing to lose.
I'd rather you be honest. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna hate you. I mean, at the end of the day, right? She probably wasn't being honest with you about me and her. I mean, maybe you're actually a piece of shit and you wouldn't have cared, but every step of the way, it kind of feels like she's pushing it forward as much as you were. So I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Go
yeah,
on.
that's the thing, right? I'm not gonna pretend that I'm this angel or whatever, because she did tell me that she had a girlfriend, obviously, but every time she pushed it, I just didn't really know what to do aside from just react back, right? And then things happen and you start to fall, and it just gets complex at that point. So yeah, I'm not some angel, but it's just kind of how it went, and I am sorry. Look, it's just what happened. And at the end of that day, I said to her that she could have every inch of my body would belong to her if she wanted it, but I said I wasn't going to entertain a love triangle. So I said, I want to talk to you once you've spoken to your girlfriend. And
That's actually respectable.
I get some new outfits and prepare for the next day. And so the next day happens. The next day comes. I'm feeling a lot more confident, right? You know, I've realized overnight, oh my God, I'm not going to be a bumbling fool that I was the day before. And I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be strong, and I'm going to be the one in control here. So I go out on duty, whatever. I then get ditched by someone on duty because I called them a clown. Not relevant, but yeah. So then I need to burp. Pardon me. But then Baker texts me and asks to meet, and I say, you know, this is perfect timing. I actually need to pick up because I've been ditched by someone. So she runs from the apartments, as far as I'm aware. She doesn't have a car. She runs. We get a taxi. We get in the taxi, and then in the taxi, the lady, because of how we were acting with each other, which was very flirty, the lady asked if we were girlfriends. And
what did y'all say?
oh, we said no. Yeah, we said no. So we were going to the clothing store because I wanted to show her all of my new outfits. I wanted to show off, you know, I wanted to... They were good fits, okay? I felt good, it looked good, and I wanted to show her. So we get in there, and I show her all the stuff. I flirted with her. I was teasing her. I was dancing in my outfits. It was kind of a bit of a payback for the previous day because I don't really like to be out of control. And so I wanted to kind of give payback to how she'd made me feel for the previous day. So I guess maybe I sun-looked her slightly in a way, so that she was the bumbling fool. And she would say things, she just couldn't function, and she was just saying how much she wanted to touch me. And then we also hugged like we just didn't hear there as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then we got the same taxi back. The lady was still, you know, I guess sus of us, you could say. And we go back to her apartment. And on the, before we get there, she tells me that you live next door and we need to be quiet. And so I say, okay, you know, that's fine. She then showered. I didn't shower with her. I sat on the sofa while she showered.
Was she like in plain view of you?
Kinda. Like the shower door wasn't very good. I mean, it was, you know, it was all like puffed up on the thing, but I mean, you know the the layout of her apartment, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so I guess a little bit. And so then she comes out, you know, she puts she's got some clothes on and stuff, and we have a conversation over by the kitchen, and I say to her,
Just say it.
So
I mean, this part's interesting because y'all were not being as quiet as you thought, and I was laying in bed typing up boundaries that she wanted me to send her, and I heard half this conversation, so...
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, Fuck, I keep losing track slightly. Sorry, maybe it's the cakes.
That's okay.
More...
You need some water?
That's okay, I'll just take another one of these. Okay. So we talked, and I basically said to her, you know, I am willing to wait if you would like to have some time to think. And I said, I can, you know, I'll give you some time. We can be best friends. And when I say best friends, it's like, you know, best friends. Not
I know what it means. Yeah. Wasn't born yesterday.
Okay, good. Yeah, some people don't seem to realize that, but I think it's very obvious anyway. So she kept saying we'll be best friends, and I said, yeah, okay, you know, I can wait, and I'll be a good girl, because she kept calling me good girl a lot. And
Let me guess. She said it in that way that she likes to say
oh
it.
yeah, you know you a
Uh-huh.
good girl. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That makes me melt a
That
little
makes
bit.
me weak. Yeah. Uh-huh. I get it.
Yeah. So I was gonna be a good girl, and at this point, you know, I wanted to be respectful. So then she said, yeah, she knew you had woken up, and she was kind of panicking a little bit. We then left. She was scared that you're gonna be outside of the door, so I go and check you're not there. We left and we go out to duty, and then we go to there was a closed down, you know, Jerry Calloway place, you know, that road. It was closed down at the time, and there was a stage. And so on that stage, we danced in front. Oh, well, actually, we just kind of danced on the stage because it was a stage, and I just fancied dancing on it. And I was like, "You want to dance with me?" So then we danced together, and then we did have our tops off, and we did hug on the stage again, with the same hug as before. And then someone tipped us for it as well, actually. Then she went to speak to you. Pretty much after that. And that was when you guys spoke up at the lighthouse. And that's when I dropped her off up there. And I went out on my duty with some other officers. And so then, after your conversation, she calls me to go up there. And on the phone, she's had this conversation with you, so I didn't really expect this, I'll be honest. I mean, I got excited, obviously, because at this point, I'm still, like, wanting to know what's next. I'm not sure if I like her or I love her, because I didn't really understand the feelings. And so then I get up there, and she's not alone. She's there. I think Skylar, the EMS lady, is there with her. I brought Bloom with me because that's who I was riding with at the time, and I didn't really have time to drop him off. And so
Can I stop you for a second and ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
When she first came up to the lighthouse to talk to me, she walked from like the main road, and I was always wondering like how the fuck she got up there. I'm guessing you gave her a ride.
I dropped her off there, and she said, "Drop me at the bridge, and I'll walk the rest of the way."
Okay.
Yeah. And then I kind of like watched and made sure she was okay. I mean, she was on duty, so I kept an eye on her blip or whatever, you know, anyway, just in case. But then I left and, you know, gave you two the privacy that you needed. She's fun. She's so fun. I love it.
Okay.
And then when I went back up there, it was a lot of different conversations, and it's a bit of a blur now, honestly, at this point. But she said she chose you. She said that she loves you, but she lusted me. And I then told her that I think I could love her. And she kept saying things like, you know, it's not what I want, but it's what I need. And so that's in reference to, like, I am what she wants and you're what she needs. And she was all proud to get me out of my shell. That was kind of a word she said. And I was like, okay, you know, you ripped me out of the closet and made me realize I like women, and then led me on this wild goose chase, I guess it is. And then she can't handle it because she still can't decide what she wants. As you know, she goes back and forward, and as you even said yourself, she will kind of just say whatever to the person that's in front of her, no matter how strong she thinks she's being. She then jumps off of the mountain. I jump off after her into the water. We're both okay, and then that's when you show up. You show up, you see us, you what she thinks is break up with her. And she's upset. I then drive after her because I see some scary looking cats. And I take her to get some food. She's pretty, you know, she's pretty upset at this point. She's nervous, she's scared, she's upset, etc, etc. I get some food and I offered her a hug and she said no.
Honestly, Candace, I'm sorry that your coming out experience and, you know, your first sort of exploration with a woman has been such a complete and utter shit show. Honestly, when you said you wanted to talk, I was expecting to come up here and be really angry, and instead I'm just kind of sad for both of us.
Yeah. This is the day after, you know, you've broken up with her. She's kind of gone off the rails slightly, I guess, and she wants to talk to me. I think she messaged me first and called me, and I was like, yeah, you know, I can talk. We talk for a while. I mean, you probably know how things go in circles when you talk with her. Like, it's just back
Oh my God, yeah.
She's like, 1 minute she knows what she wants and she's saying, I have self-control. I can not do anything with this. The next minute she's like, oh, I really want to touch you, and why are you doing this to me? And she just kept having to go to the bathroom and call someone to calm her down, I guess.
That's actually so fucking sad. She called people in the bathroom.
She kept taking bathroom breaks, and there was just a couple of times there when I heard some mumbling from the other room. I'm not innocent in this party. I also said about all the things I wanted to do to her too, and I wanted to put her on the bed. You know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to give you all the details, but like,
sure. No, it's fine.
I wanted to, you know. So after us going in circles with that, I said, let's go to the roof. And we went to the roof of the apartments, and I asked her, you know, if she trusted me. I jumped up on the side. Don't worry, I was never gonna hurt her in any way because she was worried about that too, but I just basically wanted to show her what it was kind of like, you know, to feel free.
Got the excitement.
And alive. Yeah. And the adrenaline and all of that kind of stuff. She jumped up with me, and I said I can't remember my specific words, but I said about how I wanted to go on this ride, right? You know, be a free spirit, go and do crazy things, do whatever the fuck I wanted. And I said, I would rather do that with someone I love. Because at that point, I realized I loved her. And Sally then shows up. I think that she had texted her. I can't confirm that, but I don't know how she showed up then either. I don't think either of us were on duty. So then Sally shows up, and well, Brooklyn changes her tune very quickly. As I said, she's quite different when there's other people around because they basically tell her this is what you should be doing. So then Sally comes up and she's honestly kind of confused. She's like, why am I here? Brooklyn just kept saying, like, I've said I've chosen Sally, like, I want to do this. And obviously I'm like, you say you want to sit on my face and kiss me and do this and that. And Sally's like, I don't know what you want from me here. It sounds like Candace is kind of like okay with you, like, just leaving right now or whatever. And then she's like, yeah, but I'm confused. I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. And then
she still can't decide.
She still can't decide.
And this is what, a day or day and a half after she said she chose me repeatedly. Yeah, okay. She is so full of shit.
She says she kept stating, you know, it's like she's trying to convince herself. She's like, I choose Lana. I chose Lana. I've said I choose her. I love her. It's what I need. And I say, leave then. She faffs around a bit. Sally's like, I mean, she just said it, like, leave then. And she walks away. So I take that as it's done, you know?
Do you need a hug? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you doing better?
It's look, just between us, it hurt, you know?
Yeah. No, I know exactly how it felt.
And honestly, no. I'm not really doing better. I'm coping. Bambi gives me some advice. Bambi was great. She's a really good friend, by the way. Would recommend. I go to the trailer park. And I end up getting so drunk that I fall into the fire. And that is the night that I texted you. Because I was hurting. As I said, you met me at a funny time in my life. And that's why I feel like I owe you an explanation as well. And I finally wake up this morning, ready to leave. And, well, Pred picks me up first. Bless him, he's actually been looking after me, which is kind of not what I expected from him. And then Brooklyn comes along. Because I think everyone gets a text and she's on my emergency contact. And so I end up going with her to have a bit of a conversation. I told her today that I don't love her anymore. And if she wants anything from me, it'll just be lust. But it's a lie. I don't think I can stop loving her. And so after I said that, she then basically proceeds to tell me that she loves me. And I basically think she was just saying that because I then said that there would be no love anymore from me. Because she seems to want what she can't have.
Yeah.
She kept calling me this poisonous fruit.
God, I've heard that a dozen times now too.
She called me a poisonous fruit. She called me a drug. And I kind of had enough.
I mean,
of
that's
it, I'm
flattering
gonna be honest.
a little bit at first, and then it's like, okay, but I don't want to be poison, right?
Yeah, I said, well, I kind of went off a little bit on her. I said, I'm so sick of being your metaphor or your analogy. I'm a human being with feelings. And stop treating me like I'm a fucking object.
Good for you.
I will admit, I said to her, if you want to come upstairs and fuck me right now, then go for it. And if not, then you can kick rocks. And she still managed to not make a choice. Which is kind of impressive, honestly. Yeah. It's impressive, it really is. And then I saw her a couple times throughout the day and she was still saying how confused she was and how she didn't know what to decide and how she didn't know what she wanted to do, how she still wanted to be friends. And when I said to her, look, I'm going to the trailer park now, like, goodbye. Remember, you know where I live, okay? And she proceeds to go, yeah, well, you know where I live. And I'm like, I don't think that's my choice to make at this point.
No, and she wants you to make it, but she's the one that clearly doesn't, she has no fucking idea what she wants.
Yeah. Yeah, she really doesn't. And so that's why I decided to speak to you today, put everything out there, lay everything out on the table. And
Candace, do you want to be friends? I feel like you and I
Yes.
are gonna get along, honestly.
Honestly, I'd kind of love to, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're the part. Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You are the person I've been very honest with at this point, and since then I've been self-destructing. I've been sleeping in Fred's trailer. He wants to marry me.
Oh my god.
and and then Baker offers her RV to me, and I didn't say yes or no. And now we're here. And honestly, you're the only person I've been entirely honest with.
You have somebody looking out for you while you're recovering? I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can give you a call and check in on you occasionally.
I mean, look, I wouldn't mind keeping in touch 100%. Bambi's been looking after me. She's been real nice. And
That's
honestly, Fred has. I know it sounds surprising, but he even cleared up my bandages one time, so.
He's oddly sweet. You wouldn't think so from the way he acts around everybody, but yeah.
Yeah, he's been kind of nice, and he's been kind of looking after me, even though he says the most wildest shit sometimes.
Do anything come to mind from today? I could honestly use a laugh if you can remember any of it.
I said that I told him a little bit about the situation. I said Brooklyn was coming on to me, and he goes, "Oh, come on to your face all over it, Candace." Yeah. Yeah. Many of those things, you know.
Lovely.
Yeah, bless him.
I feel like all I've been chasing this week is the truth.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying that it had to come from you, but I appreciate it.
I want to say it's the least I could do, but I don't know if that's even the right thing to say at this point. Alright, well, just give me a call if you need anything, alright? And then sometime
Okay.
I'll show you the car and the apartment. We'll catch up
Take
soon.
care of yourself.
Yeah, I'll try.
Uh-huh.
Alright, goodbye.